You have people around you. A phone full of contacts, maybe a job, maybe a relationship, and you still feel completely alone. Not sometimes, most of the time. Here's what nobody will say to your face. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are part of something happening to millions of men right now. Something with a name, something with numbers behind it. And when you hear these numbers, you will understand yourself in a way you never have before. In 1990, most men had 3 close friends. Today, the average man has 0, not 1, 0. Think about that. You can name people you know, but how many would you call at 2 a.m.? How many know what you're actually carrying? Male friendships are built around doing things together. When those structures disappear, the friendships don't survive because men were never taught to maintain connection through conversation, only through proximity. The moment the proximity ends, so does the friendship. Most men don't even notice until it's already gone. But Stat 2 tells a story that goes even deeper. 63% of men under 30 are currently single. That's not a preference. That's a trend. Imagine a man, late 20s, works hard, does everything right on paper, but hasn't been touched with genuine warmth in over a year. Hasn't had someone ask how he really is. Hasn't felt chosen. Psychologists call this attachment hunger. The need to be wanted, to be known. When that need goes unmet long enough, it doesn't disappear. It turns inward, into numbness, into rage, into a quiet decision to stop trying. And that decision has consequences, dark ones. Men die by suicide at 4 times the rate of women would. 4 times. This is the one nobody talks about. Not at dinner, not on the news, not in the conversations that matter, because men were taught from childhood that needing help is failure. Every time a boy was told, toughen up, man up, don't cry, that was a brick. And those bricks built a wall between a man and every person who could have helped him. Stat 4 is something nobody has a name for, but you've felt it. 1 in 3 men reports going weeks or months without any meaningful physical touch. Not intimacy, just touch. A hand on the shoulder, a hug. Someone choosing to close the physical distance. The human nervous system was not designed for isolation. Touch is not a luxury. It is a biological requirement. When it's absent, the body enters a low-grade threat state, constantly braced, constantly waiting for something that never comes. Most men don't even identify what they're missing. They just feel empty in a way they can't explain. They assume something is wrong with them. Nothing is wrong with them. They are starving for something they were taught to never ask for. And the cruelest part, they've been starving so long, they forgot they were hungry. They adapted to the absence. They called it independence. They called it being fine. But fine is just a word men use when no one has ever asked the right question. Stat 5 is the one that lives inside all of the others. 75% of men who struggle with depression never tell anyone. Not a doctor, not a friend, not a partner, nobody. They carry it alone. For years sometimes, decades, because telling someone means admitting it's real. And admitting it's real means confronting it. And confronting it means feeling it. And somewhere along the way, feeling it became more terrifying than surviving it. Oh, they go quiet. They get better at performing fine. And the gap between who they are and who they show the world grows wider every single year until they can't find their way back. Not because the path disappeared, but because they have been walking away from it for so long. They forgot, quote, which direction home was. The twist changes everything you just heard. Here's what nobody tells you. This was not an accident. There is a silent contract. Men are handed at birth. Be strong. Provide. Protect. Don't need. That contract never included be known, ask for help, let someone in. So men became experts at survival and strangers to connection. The loneliness epidemic isn't happening because men are broken. It's happening because men were given half a map and told they should know where they're going. The crisis isn't weakness. It's the cost of a system that never taught men how to need each other. You don't have to fix everything tonight, but there is one thing, one shift. The next time someone asks how you are, don't say fine. Say something true, even one sentence, even a small one. That's not weakness. That's the bravest thing a man can do. Because the wall doesn't come down all at once. It comes down one honest sentence at a time. You've been carrying this alone for too long. That's not strength. That's just habit. And habits can be unlearned.